and growing the bonds together. They've all been on an incredible ride getting to know each other. Not only that, but I'm very, very proud of each and every one that has gone through the program. This is our 5th year in Vegas, and every year we facilitate 2 6-month programs. So this will be our 23 Bravo cohort graduating today. So very, very proud of them. Before we get kicked off, I do want to bring up Ghost, our gracious host of and owner of the Leatherneck Bar and Grill.
Good evening, everybody. How you all doing tonight? Fantastic. Very, very good. Veterans in the house, let me see your hands, please. Let me welcome you to the Leatherneck Club. How many have been here before? Yeah. I love that. Thank you. For those of you your first time, I'm going to spend a couple seconds talking about this bar. Normally when I'm up here, I talk about this bar all night long, but tonight is not about this bar. Tonight is about what you guys are doing. This bar has been here for 36 years. Everything you see in this bar has been donated by our customer base. You'll see the memorabilia on the walls from World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm. Go to the other end of the bar, OIF, OEF, Iraq, Afghanistan. You'll also see our young KIAs from Nevada back there. Our objective here every single day of the year that we are open is to celebrate our veterans and to welcome our veterans in and give them a home where they can feel at peace and be around like-minded individuals. And we're very, very lucky to be able to do that. So if you are a veteran and it's your first time here, I encourage you, come back. Now, I will say this is a Leatherneck bar.
Yes.
For my veterans out there who understand what that means.
Yes.
Okay. There is not very much memorabilia here to the Army or the Air Force or any of the other branches. It's the Leatherneck bar. But you are more than welcome. We will make fun of each other for a little while. We'll give you a good price on your drinks, and we'll make some phenomenal food for you and hope you enjoy yourself here. If that's not your kind of place, please don't come in the doors because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. Right? But tonight, let's talk about what you're here for. Our entrepreneurs, our young business people, our young veterans and veteran family members out there creating a business. One of the hardest things you're ever going to do in your life. One of the most empowering things you're ever going to do in your life. The self-worth that you get from being your own boss, from having your own company and sharing that with your family and friends. You're no longer a entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur. Anybody ever heard that statement before? Yeah. Right? Mr. Mark Cuban likes to talk about that statement all the time. The entrepreneurs in the world, the ones that like to talk about being in business but never actually go and do it, or they want everybody around them to do it for them. If you're in this room tonight, it's because you're doing it for yourself, and you need to give yourself a round of applause for doing that. You will encounter sleepless nights. Everything in life is going great. You will wake up tomorrow and your floors will be flooded and your car won't start and you have an appointment in 30 minutes. Welcome to being an entrepreneur. Welcome to the world of business. You're going to embrace it. We like to, in the military, we like to say embrace the suck, right? Yep. Well, welcome to the suck. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with people who are within your world who support you on a daily basis. Get the negative baggage off of your back because they will drag you and your business down with them. I promise you that. Surround yourself with people who love and support you. It will make you successful. It will make your business successful. Wake up every day with a positive attitude. Wake up every day saying, I'm going to make my business better today than it was yesterday. Every time you are out and about in the community, you talk about your business. You brand yourself. You talk about what you are doing. You let people know why you are so proud to do what you do on a daily basis. That is where you become successful. Let the naysayers fall to the sides. You know what you're worth. Your objective now is let them know what you're worth. So again, I want to welcome you here. I want you to have a very successful night. I want you to have a very successful career with your businesses. And I want to say thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Our next speaker that I do want to bring up is Dave Berlin. Dave did start this chapter here in Las Vegas. But before I bring up Dave, I do want to make sure take care of the bartender who is taking care of us. Today is their day off, so they are opening the doors for us to be able to celebrate with each and every one of you. But without further ado, Dave Berlin.
Thank you, Edgar. Wow. It's a true honor to be here for several reasons, especially today, but I'm going to give you two. One, when I found this place, I had just moved across the street, and I'm proud to say that I live 310 paces from this spot right here, which is very safe in my line of work. I'm also really proud to say that I'm here speaking to everyone here that is not only graduating the program here at Bunker Labs, but also the entire community that has supported this organization since myself and Mario Mitchell did launch this program back in June of 2019. And while I've been here for 5 years, that was one of the first big things that I did. And I'm really grateful to say that one lesson that I've learned that I want to share with all of you is that one connection can absolutely change your life, and it can change the lives of everybody in this room and everybody around you. I say that because I want to tell you a quick story about one connection that changed my life forever, and it's a gentleman by the name of Derek Distenfield. Now, before I tell you about Derek Distenfield, I need a little bit of help from a graduate from a few cohorts back, because I want you to take notes. There's going to be one piece of advice that I want to give you. I couldn't find enough note-taking stuff, so I'm pretty sure we have an abundance of crayons and napkins to keep it true to the Marine Corps. So hurry up, soldier. He's an Army guy, by the way. Thank you so much, Brandon. Napkin and crayons, that's what we're taking notes with. So I'll tell you about Derek Distenfield. I met Derek Distenfield in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I'm from, about 7 years ago. I met him in June of 2016. Is that 6 years or 7? I don't even know. But he was part of the early headquarters part of Bunker Labs, and he was actually on tour hitting small towns and big cities across America, spreading the word of veteran entrepreneurship. And at the time, I had just done my first public talk ever, and it was a TEDx talk about veteran transition back in Tulsa. And even then, it was a very rough idea of what veteran transition meant. But it was when I met Derek Distenfield that he taught me what my favorite thing is about veteran entrepreneurship, and where I'm going to spend a lot of my time, not just in the next 6 or 7 years, but probably for the rest of my life, and that's in the area of veteran entrepreneurship. Because in that time, he gave me, as well as everybody else in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a piece of advice, and it's something that I really took with me. And I didn't realize it until tonight, when Edgar told me I had a 50-minute keynote speech, and then he chopped it down to 5 minutes. And I was like, bring it. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I got to thinking about it, and I was like, what if that orange meant something? What if that orange was actually a torch that we passed on to the next generation? Not just the veterans that were transitioning, but what if that was a torch that we were passing on to the next generation of veteran business owners and military spouses who, with one idea, could change the world? So I want to share with you just one piece of advice in that one connection can change your life. And I didn't want to misquote this, and I do have a video of when he spoke, but I really want to quote him adequately. He said, if I had one piece of advice for veterans, it would be that this is about veterans being leaders and helping us, not about us helping veterans. This is about veterans that are going to lead the economy, and they're going to be the ones that make a difference. And to everyone out there who thinks that they might want to start a business, and if they're looking at programs like Bunker Labs, it's that you have the skills that you learned in the military, and they are directly applicable to startups You just have to find the right mentor. You have to find the right network to translate what you learned in the military and how you apply that into business. So for everyone here, you may not realize that this, your business, your idea, isn't just yours. It's an inspiration to people out there that are lost. And if there's one thing that I can say to everyone, not every veteran is broke. Not every veteran is broken. Not every veteran is homeless, and not every veteran is suicidal. We have the ability to inspire all the veterans in this room and everybody in this community. So if that orange is a torch, then I'm going to give my torch to Edgar. I would give it to you, Monifa, but I don't think you're going to wear a tie.
I would.
He doesn't have to wear it tonight, but he could. You got it backwards.
I like it backwards.
But I want to challenge everybody here to take what you're doing, to share it with somebody else, and just know that everybody's watching. Even when you don't realize that, the world's watching, and it only takes one connection to change your business, one connection to change your life and the lives of everybody around you. Thank you.
I do want to bring up Monifa real quick. She is my counterpart in all of this. So without Monifa, this would not be possible because it takes an army to be able to get this done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start the slideshow, and we're going to get this party started, and then food will be available as we get going. Thanks, Mom.
Hung together.
Another round of applause for Dave Berlin.
Cash shot. David's business.
You have very much to you.
Andrew!
Andrew, they're calling you. Everybody give it up for Andrew.
Those devil dogs.
Do I need some drip? All right. So for my next act, so the best advice I ever got before I did my first public talk was be ready for a 50-minute, a 15-minute, or a 5-minute. That was the 5-minute, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to go for 50. So one time in boot camp, just kidding. All right, are we ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Great job. So please rise.
God. What, Gene? You want to play, Gene?
So who Bunker Labs is? Bunker Labs is a community where we help veterans, military spouses, and their dependents scale and grow their businesses. Depending on the level of where you're at in business, we have a variety of different programs, whether it's Launchpad or it's Idea to Income, the Veterans and Residents Program, which is what all these ladies and gentlemen have been going through, which is where they already have income up to $1 million. And then we also have Breaking Barriers and our CEO Circle. So our CEO Circle is another program where if you're at $1 million and above and you're looking to continue to scale your business, that's the right program through Bunker Labs for you. So we are a united community, not just locally, but nationally connected and locally thriving.
Southern Oregon, to your kitchen table, Royal Riviera pears are easy to fall for. Any way you slice it, this legendary fruit will be the crown jewel of your seasonal gatherings and celebrations. Get yours today.
Gotta get YouTube Premium. Hey, that's $7.99.
I'm never gonna penny on it.
Paid for it 3 times.
So on the next one, so we do have our Shop to Guide. This is another program where you're supporting veterans and military spouses across the nation. So if you're looking for a way to give back to the local community or the national community, this QR code is a marketplace where they're able to provide those services for you. I'll give you guys a second if you want to scan the QR code, and then I'll move to our next slide. So this is a message from our CEO, Blake Hogan, who's out of Nashville.
One of the Veterans and Residents Showcase. This week, entrepreneurs will take the stage and communities across the country to share their version of the American dream. And you all as audience members have one mission.
Going through technical.
And that is simply to connect the dots. As entrepreneurs take the stage, they're going to be opening up about the things that they want to build, the challenges that they're having, and most importantly, how you can help. So as you're taking apart.
So with 23 Bravo, with a lot of it at the end of the day, they're going to have a specific ask today. And that ask is what Dave talked about earlier. We all know someone in this room who might bring them closer to what they're trying to accomplish within their mission. They've been going through it the entire 6 months of, hey, this is what I'm looking to do. This is what I'm looking to grow. A lot of our future or past cohort members have scaled their businesses tremendously because of this specific night. They met someone here who helped them scale and grow because they knew that missing puzzle piece within their connection or within their network. So without further ado, I'm going to start introducing our graduates from tonight, and we're going to get going from here. So first up, Marqueta Oliver from She Served Sheroes.
Good evening and welcome, everyone. My name is Marqueta. I stand before you tonight, not just a cohort member, but someone that truly believes that community not only changes lives, but saves lives. And that's based on my own personal experience. And I hope that my story resonates with you tonight. I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles during the crack era. I overcame many adversities as a child, but I didn't have much direction or passion for my life. But at the age of 19, I made a pivotal decision. I joined the United States Air Force. While I was in the United States Air Force, I was deployed to Saudi Arabia to support during the 9/11 terrorist attacks. I was away from my 1-year-old son for over 100 days. When I came back to my base, my son didn't recognize me. He didn't know who I was. I had to turn to my community at the base to get through this time of transition and to help me again to reestablish my relationship with my child. A few years later in my Air Force career, I was faced with a misconduct discharge and an article. Once again, I turned to my community, this time in California, for actionable resources to help advocate for myself to get me out of the predicament that I was in. I was in fact discharged, but I did not receive a dishonorable discharge. I was not court-martialed, and it was thanks to my community. However, at that time in my life, I thought that that chapter was closed. My service was over, and really at that point in my life, I didn't even know that I was a veteran. Years later, at one of my lowest times, I faced homelessness as a single mother of two. It was at that time that someone told me that I should reconsider my service and look into support as a veteran. I did at that time. And not only was I able to be placed in a home, I was able to get back on my feet. It was during that time of my life that I not only valued that I was part of a community that I was attached to lifelong and realized that I was a veteran and that my service in fact mattered, but I also wanted to be a resource for my community. Years later, I moved here to Las Vegas 2 years ago to continue my entrepreneurial journey and with goals of purchasing a home through my VA loan. Well, even though I thought life was great, 4 months after moving here, I lost my husband to COVID. During the absolute lowest season of my life when I could not stand, once again, I turned to the veteran community who carried me through that period of my life. Which brings us to today. Throughout my healing and networking in the Las Vegas community, the veteran community has outstretched its arms in supporting me and introduced me to Bunker Labs. I joined Bunker Labs with my partner, Letari, who's up front, who you'll see at our table. She's not only a lifelong friend, she's a veteran advocate as well that flew all the way to Texas to watch me graduate from basic training at Lackland. She comes from a family of service members, so she's been an advocate her whole life. When we joined Bunker Labs, we started as Oliver Davis Consulting, a digital marketing company, helping small businesses with whatever they needed to establish their digital footprint, whether it be developing their CRM, developing their digital products, or social media management, brand development, etc. It was through Bunker Labs, though, that we were challenged with niching down our audience even further. And I realized that our demographic are people that look and feel like us. A lot of women veterans do not like to attend and get services from veteran service organizations, VA, mainstream providers, because they feel biasness, harassment, and feel like they have to prove that they're a veteran versus being accepted by their veteran services. We started working on our nonprofit, She Served Sheroes, which we launched through a podcast and an online community. But our vision for She Served Sheroes is an actual brick and mortar facility that serves as a hub and resource for minority female veterans specifically. Now, that brings us to where we are today and our ask. So with our Bunker Labs experience, we were actually exposed with a ton of network opportunities. We were able to join the Southern Nevada Veteran Chambers of Commerce. We attended the Military Influencer Conference, the MCON Conference. Through one of our cohort members, we were able to attend the Women Veteran Alliance Unconference. And in our Bunker Lab cohort, we learned a lot about not just networking, but networking with intention. So when we went to these different conferences, we were able to practice what we learned in Bunker Labs, which formed meaningful relationships. One of the relationships that was formed allowed She Served Sheroes to be the guest host for the 2024 Women Veteran Engage Conference. This is a national conference that's hosted locally in different cities. And for 2024, on April 27th, She Served Sheroes will be the organization that is representing this national conference. Help us. Our goal is pretty ambitious. We go to serve 50 minority women on this day with not just professional development and the speakers that will be there, but we want to make not just swag bags, but a memorable experience that will provide these women with tools, resources, and connections that can change their lives and last a lifetime. How can you help? You can support She Served Sheroes, and you can do that in many forms, whether it's mentoring, exposing us to your connections, or helping us with funding. We have many different opportunities for sponsorship. We have packages that range from bronze to diamond back at our table that have different opportunities for acknowledgement and thanks for your service. We are so thankful to the ambassadors that have been in charge of us, the cohort members that we've developed strong relationships with, and to the entire veteran community. We thank you so much for coming out and supporting She Served Sheroes in our journey.
That was awesome. So our follow-up to that is going to be Catherine Bourne with Sergeant Pause.
I don't know how to follow Marqueta. That was amazing, but bear with me. Good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine Bourne. I'm here as a representative. I'm a co-founder and CFO for Born Free LLC. I'm an accountant by profession, but I am proud to say that I am a veteran spouse of a U.S. Army veteran, Melvin Bourne. I just want to thank our godparents, Godfather Edgar, Fairy Godmother Monifa, and the Bunker Labs community for this opportunity tonight. And also for our gracious host, Ghost, for this. It's not going to be possible without him. Being a W-2 employee all my life, I've had struggles with entrepreneur mindset. I have the risk of being a business owner, and I still have struggles, I know, but that's what Bunker Labs helped me. I learned adobo. I'm not talking about the Filipino dish that we all love, but I'm talking about accountability, dedication and desire, optimism, brotherhood and sisterhood, and order. Like our Godfather said, you get what you put in. So we have to be accountable for our actions. In Bunker Labs, it's a community of dedicated, driven people that are there to support you. They want to see you succeed. They are not there to put you down. But the most important thing is the brotherhood and sisterhood. I'm not a veteran, but they accept me as being part of this community. And your community is just so unparalleled. I've never been involved with anyone that put people, lift you up and not pull you down. So I'm so grateful about that. We started Born Free as an e-commerce store, and it started during pandemic when my husband was bored and he wanted to take a course about Amazon business. It was a 12-week course, and I was working full-time at that time. And he said he was going to do it by himself. But, I got dragged into that. It was the longest 12 weeks, but I didn't learn much, but we ended up launching our first product. It's a bamboo cutting board with containers. But there was something missing. We didn't know why. Why are we doing this? Why are we selling products on Amazon? It took us 2 years to find out. But if you get your head right, the rest will follow. So we rebranded, and now we're going to have an Amazon store called Sergeant Pause. And we did our homework and did the numbers. And now we are happy to tell you guys that we will be selling 3 products to help your emotional pet, support pets, like your service dogs, the elevated water fountain for your big dogs, calming collars for your anxious pets, and the adjustable dog bowls. It's good for small or large pets. Why are we here? We are here today to ask for your help. We need help to make our business grow with marketing, with financials. So if we would like to have a conversation with you guys, if you know anything about grant writing or government contracts. If you love your pets, love your veterans, please spread the words about our upcoming products. And we are in Vegas, so why not bet on us? Thank you so much.
So keep in mind, while they're going through this program, the Sergeant of Marines will come out and challenge them to rethink the strategy to make sure at the end of the day that they're extremely successful. Our goal is to make sure that they do create an impact in our own community. Without further ado, I would like to bring up Richard Breakstone.
Hi everyone, how are we all doing?
Good.
My name is Richard, and I'm the co-founder of Aero AI, and we're building the drone data platform for aerial intelligence. But before I dig into that, I just want to say how grateful I am for this opportunity. Growing up in Hawaii, I didn't have much, so early on, I had to learn how to make use with what I had. Then joining the Air Force as a C-5 aircraft mechanic taught me how to adapt and overcome challenges. Because if anyone knows that aircraft is nothing but challenges. But at least it ignited a fire in me to continue growing, landing me here to study something I never imagined myself studying, entrepreneurship and innovation at UNLV. But don't get me wrong, I didn't come here for the degree. I came here for the opportunities. So I really want to use this time to give a shout out to my cohort and Bunker Labs, especially Edgar and Monifa. Y'all have made this the best experience in this roller coaster of a journey. Seriously, y'all are badasses. And it is fuel to my fire. Much needed. Very much needed for me when we know this road ain't easy. And despite all the odds against us as veterans and entrepreneurs, this community creates opportunities for you to take off on even the shortest runway. And in my case, it's about the length of the helipad. Luckily, flying drones works out great. But jokes aside, my time as a licensed drone pilot has broadened my perspective. It's being used for more than just having fun taking photos and videos. It's transforming industries through transportation, monitoring, search and rescue, mapping, inspections, surveying, and a whole lot more. Meaning there's growing opportunities for all of us. That's why we started Aero AI. That's why we're building a drone data platform. With over 330,000 licensed drone pilots in the US alone. Can you imagine the amount of data we're collecting? I can tell you, it's compounding and growing out of control. However, we're empowering it all simply by using the ABCDs of innovation. And you can follow along with me. With artificial intelligence, blockchain, and cloud computing, our drone data platform will sustain the digital transformations of our workflow. Because whether you like it or not, this data is our future. And to give you a good understanding of how big the pie is, I'll give you a little example of a slice. We've had the opportunity to work with architects, engineers, and construction companies to 3D model the development of their projects. With stakeholders like our university, this city, and the government interested in the dual use of data fusion for digital twins, because it can help us plan a more sustainable future for our cities and neighborhoods. But with a mission this big, we need all the help we can get if we want to take this platform to the next level. So we're asking for drone pilots and property owners or managers to join our platform. And don't worry, it's free and easy. All you have to do is surf to our website, and it's mobile friendly at arrowai.io and sign up. From there, you can truly experience everything I'm talking about, because an experience is worth 1,000 pictures. We're connecting pilots and clients together so that they can conduct drone data collection, processing, visualization, organization, dissemination, all in one area. So this technology can be easily adopted, and we're removing the learning curve and reducing the costs associated. Because the power of a drone community makes digital twin cities become reality. So an event like the pandemic never happens again. So if you think that we could possibly help you, please come talk to us. We love this technology, and we love talking about the future and innovation. So thank you.
Our next graduate, none other than Tower Training Academy. Nick couldn't be here with us today, but Denise is here with us, so she'll be able, Desiree will be here with us to be able to talk about what Tower Training Academy is doing in the wind turbine industry. So without further ado.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you. We all here today are changing lives. Every one of us here has some opportunity to change a life today. We are creating a unique opportunity for careers, families that really can go globally. We are actually Tower Training Academy. And real quick here, because I am a proud team member of Tower Training Academy, I've got to put out a little swag. My name is Desiree Petronas, Air Force veteran and proud team member of Tower Training Academy. I'm honored to be here today, and thank you very much for having me. Nick couldn't make it, unfortunately. He is currently training, teaching, doing what he does best. But we really want to take a moment and show our gratitude. Our gratitude as a team, Nick's gratitude for everything that Bunker Labs has created for him and what he's achieved. Nick, a Marine veteran, served over 20 years, and while waiting for his pension, was thinking, what do I want to be when I grow up? As we all do, right? At some point, as a veteran, while you're in the military, even after, what do I want to be when I grow up? He took a lot of time to figure out and pivot, go from one industry, one area to another. What do I want to be when I grow up? What do I want to do? He found the wind industry, and he fell in love. At this point in time, he started as a wind turbine technician, climbing high in the sky, fixing the turbines that we have all across the country. But he saw that there was a more global impact in this and something that he truly wanted to become more a part of. At this point in time, he started trying other roles. Yes, I'm a wind technician, but I could be a blade repair technician, tension and torque expert. He tried role after role after role and found that this was much bigger than what he had thought in the very beginning. Traveling all around the country, his family decided all together, it's time to come home. No more traveling. Let's focus on home in our community. At this point in time, Nick now decided, well, how can I do this? And where can I do this from? Being here in Las Vegas, he was able to open a facility that could help change lives just like his life was changed with wind and with renewable energy. He decided at this point that he had a lot of skills, leadership skills from the military. He was an instructor for one of his roles that he pivoted while he was in renewable energy. And he found that with over 5,000 hours of training and teaching, that he could do something much bigger than just being an instructor or just a technician. So with that facility that he decided to open, we can now call it Tower Training Academy. Tower Training Academy is here in the heart of Southern Nevada. And we have our facility where we train technicians day after day after day. And we are so excited because starting in January, we will have a new monthly class every month. We get to change lives. This program not only brings somebody in as an entry-level wind technician, but it takes them on far, far higher heights than that. It takes their career to new heights where they truly can develop themselves as a person and their family. They get to go from an entry-level tech. With our mentorship and our programs, we now are also connected with Infinite Fidelis Consulting. Infinite Fidelis Consulting is our team as well. Nick did start another group. And the beauty of Infinite Fidelis is career development. In the military, when you get out of the military and you become a veteran, you don't know where you're going. I think a lot of us can agree, right? You're constantly growing. So with Infinite Fidelis, Tower Training Academy, we bring the two together. You come in as a wind turbine technician. Now our team at Infinite takes you along the ranks, building you up, growing and growing. This unique opportunity to blend the two teams really creates a full impact, not only for the individual, for their family, a rewarding career, a rewarding future, something to be proud of. We truly want to thank everyone for being here and listening to this today, because the more people we can tell about this, the better. Our biggest part of our mission right now and forever in the future is one of the greatest things that I'm especially excited about, being a veteran myself, is we are dedicated to the veteran community. And how are we doing that? Not only as veterans ourselves, but every class that starts every month, starting in January, will have at least 2 people that are fully funded to come through our program, have that mentorship, that career development, and go however far they want to go. Our team at Infinite Fidelis is here to grow them and take them one by one, whatever role they want to do, become the subject matter expert, grow to where they want to be, and we're here to help them. Our ask today, and what we're looking for support on, is to get that funding. We would love to have every veteran that comes through our doors funded. Like I said at the beginning, we're looking for 2 per month, 24 in the first year, to be fully funded, come through our doors, and take their careers to new heights. I look forward to meeting all of you, hopefully. Again, my name is Desiree, representing Nick Murtashi from the cohort. Very happy to have you guys here. Thank you very much for listening.
All right, next is going to be Nakia. Nakia is doing some very, very amazing things with PTSD, with Mind Sonics. So without further ado, Nakia.
Thank you. Woo. This is too high, so I need to bring it to my level. As soon as I get unwrapped. Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Nakia DeVita, the CEO of Mind Sonics. I came to the Veterans and Residents program with one question heavy on my heart: to retire or to relaunch. I discovered through Veterans and Residents a network of resources to support veteran businesses, and such as access to the list of available grants and pitch competitions that I'm eligible for to get the funding that I need to build the MVP, the minimal viable product of my software as a service software platform for Mind Sonics. This was the game changer that I really needed to even feel as though my project was even possible. Thanks to Veterans and Residents, the answer to retire or to relaunch is to relaunch. Because I know I was put on this planet to make much more of an impact, to help veterans overcome trauma and go from post-traumatic stress to post-traumatic growth. How I know this is because in 1990, I was medically discharged from the Air Force with a service-connected disability for bulimia, an eating disorder that I developed at the Air Force Academy. But what I didn't know then was that my eating disorder was a symptom of PTSD and MST, military sexual trauma. But we didn't understand those conditions back then. I was out of the military, but I still had the eating disorder. I was trapped in a cycle of binging and purging up to 6 times per day, every day, which made work nearly impossible and life unbearable. I did everything to treat it. 4 months of inpatient hospitalization, hundreds of prescription medications, thousands of hours of therapy, tens of thousands of pages of self-help books, courses like in hypnosis, NLP, Reiki, EFT, and any alternative treatment I could find. I stopped counting after $500,000 out of my own money. Nothing helped. I was desperate until I found a program that I heard of in Colorado. I went to the program, and after 6 weeks, something amazing happened. One day, I realized that I hadn't binged and purged that day, or the day before, or the day before that. I wasn't white knuckling it through every day. I wasn't spending hours on the cold, hard tile floor in front of the toilet at home or in the office. It actually worked. And it worked so well that I became a certified practitioner to teach for 7 years, helping hundreds of people. But I knew there was still more. I was told it was impossible, but that didn't stop me. In 2004, I innovated and expanded the fundamental principles of neuroscience and neuroplasticity into a system of way more accessibility, less or more independence from a practitioner, and a way to reach thousands of people. I created a 5-step process to reprogram limiting beliefs in minutes, guaranteed, with an acronym that I call CLEAR, C-L-E-A-R. The C, choose the goal for the subconscious mind. The L, levels of permission to make sure it's safe and appropriate for the change. E, elicit the highest priority belief that needed to change. The A, activate that belief with Mind Sonics. The R, repeat until complete, till you found all the beliefs that needed for that goal. I made it available to people no matter where they are, anywhere in the world, with an interactive online program. Doctors and respected neuroscientists like Dr. Bruce Lipton refer their patients, friends, and family members to me because it works. But there's a lot more to be done. Because PTS affects 2.4 million veterans a year, and it costs the military $3 billion a year. But veterans, as you know, pay for PTSD with their lives, 22 a day. The next level of innovation is automation of the delivery system. I'm building a software as a service software platform to put this life-saving system in the hands of veterans everywhere, with a proprietary blend of healing frequencies combined with the power of music that I write, produce, and record. It's called Mind Sonics, powered by ACT, Accelerated Change Technology, transforming lives through sound science. It empowers veterans battling PTSD, depression, addiction, to reprogram those negative limiting beliefs that cause the trauma triggers in minutes, guaranteed. My ask is for us, let's chat. If you're a resource for veterans to overcome trauma, PTSD, MST, military sexual trauma, or if you help veterans in tech startup businesses like Vets in Tech, I need guidance to create the right software development specifications, to choose the right software as a system, software platform, and to get access to grants, funding, contracts, including the VA and SBA, and hire the right software developer, of course. Please support the mission of Mind Sonics to help 1 million veterans overcome their PTSD through sound science, a complete mindset success system that empowers veterans not only to heal and survive, but to thrive. I'm Nakia DeVita. Thank you. Please join me at the table, scan the QR code, and learn more at the end. Thank you so much.
All right, we got 2 more without further ado, I want to introduce Josh Parrott. He is the CEO of FinTech and a fellow Marine.
All right. Thank you, Edgar. Listen, guys, I'm super excited to be here. How about you guys? How you guys feeling? We gotta bring the energy up a little bit. Let's get good celebration right here, right? First of all, I want to give a shout out to my man Edgar, great cohort leader, great coach, great mentor. I learned a lot from him, and I'm still learning stuff every day. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause to my man Edgar. Monifa back there, Monifa. Thank you, girl. You have saved us so many times, helped us with so many different things. I appreciate your energy, everything you bring in. Bunker Labs, of course. Bunker Labs, it's awesome. I've learned so much from Bunker Labs. I'm telling you guys. Just seeing and being with other veterans that are in business has helped me tremendously, because it's hard being a veteran in business, because you got to take your veteran mindset, your experiences being in the military, and try to bring it to the civilian sector, which could be hard. It could be challenging, right? You know, you got to tell people what to do, and they can talk back to you. Right? I'm not used to that, right? So it's a challenge, right? It's a challenge working through that. And all the veterans are laughing because they understand where we're coming from, right? I said, just do it. Can't say that anymore. But I'm really excited, like I said, and a new business venture that I've started. I have my business partners, Alice Chazin, John Chazin, and my man Dan Berg right here. We started a company called FinTech Umbrella. Okay, FinTech Umbrella. Let me ask you a couple questions in this room, because this will help you understand what we do. Who in their schooling, college or high school, has ever been taught how to do a tax return? Okay. All right. Let me ask another question. Who in school, high school or college, have been taught how to run a business? See, that's a problem, right? What about life insurance? How life insurance works? Can you use it when you're alive? Can you use it? Do you only use it when you're dead? Nobody's ever been taught that, right? So that's what we do. We bring the secrets of the wealthy to everyday people, okay? That's our mission and our objective. For small businesses, have you guys been taught how to build credit? Who's been taught how to build credit for their business besides you two? No formal training, right? That's what we do, okay? There's a quote, I'm gonna bring it up, by Learned Hand. Who has heard of Learned Hand before? It's a cool name, right? It says, in America, there are two systems, two tax systems, one for the informed and one for the uninformed. Both are legal. Okay. So when you hear people saying, I pay less taxes than my secretary of these big corporations, it's not something that you guys can't take advantage of. And I want you guys to come to our office. We're right down the street from here, off of Decatur and Flamingo. Come to our office, come in, learn our team, see our staff, and let us help educate you guys. That's what we're trying to do. Educate you to save money, build a legacy for your family. Don't give Uncle Sam more taxes than he deserves, right? So that's my time. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Joshua Perry for FinTech Umbrella. Please take out your phones right now. Take a picture of this. Take a picture of it. Trust me, you're going to want to come and talk to us. All right? It'll be worth your time in gold. I promise you. Thank you, Edgar.
All right, our final guest and honor of Mr. Delvin Bourne. Delvin and I met thanks to Lester, who graduated from Bunker Labs along with Damien back last year. Delvin and I met over at VetFest. If it wasn't for VetFest in that event, you, myself, Kathy would have never met, and I'm so honored that that event did happen because it brought us closer together to create this community that we're building. So without further ado, Mr. Delvin Bourne. Thank
you. Hi, my name is Delvin Bourne. I run a nonprofit called the Born Free Foundation. It is a beacon of hope for veterans in the community. We're turning tragedy into triumph. I would like to first off thank Edgar and Monifa for bringing us together. You guys kept us on point, kept us on track, because sometimes, we can wander. The first thing I'd like to talk about is Bunker Labs. It's bringing like-minded veterans together to create businesses. Veterans helping veterans have a higher quality of life. Because when we get out of the military, we especially if we're broken, because like I said, I've got a list from head to toe of things that's happened to me. But like I said, working with Bunker Labs has given me the ability to grow past that. Then it also gives us many avenues for proper business planning, grants, community, tribe, because that's one of the things that we're missing when we get out. It's a tribe. It opens doors to many members of the community because, like I said, we have a lot of good missions here, and we need your support. Because, like I said, this is not our first rodeo. Because we're just learning how to do it. And the other thing they taught us how to be laser focused. Because we know how to be laser focused in the military, but when you get out, you kind of lose that. And the last thing that I want to say about them is when you talk to anybody from Bunker Labs, the last thing they always say to you, what can I do to help you? In the community like that, that's what we do as veterans. We raise each other up. Why did I start Born Free? Because like I said, and if I get emotional, I apologize. But like I said, the reason I started Born Free is because, like I said, I've had a lot of my brothers commit suicide. I've went to over 25 funerals. I probably could have went to 125, but I couldn't bring myself to it. But with that, it gave me the ability to grow. Because like I said, I was a good-looking guy in slow class. I didn't think I was going to run a business or anything like that. But with that, it gave me a purpose. The purpose is to do something that you can help your community, help grow. Because like I said, with me, if I tell you my story, you'd be like, how's he gonna walk in? But that's what this is all about, is to create a community and a sense of community that we can work together and build things together. Because like I said, just look at all these people, the ideas we got. Because like I said, a lot of the things, with the community, you want to grow and help each other and give them the strength to go on with themselves. My ask is one of the things is we copied our business after Grunt Style and Black Rifle Coffee, because like I said, what we do is we sell products, and what we want to do is create that sense of community, because like I said, as veterans, a lot of times we don't need the money, but the thing that we're missing most is our hearts are empty, because like I said, if you're a combat vet, you're not taught how to do this other stuff. You're taught to destroy things. And with veterans, this is one of the things that starting a business or things like that, that's what we do at Born Free is, because the first thing that really got me involved in this is I had two Marines walk up to me. I was working for another nonprofit organization. And I'm like, hey man, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, bro, you ain't good, right? But then I had their wife and baby behind them looking at me going, they couldn't say it out loud because veteran would get upset. because that's what we do. We get upset. So what I did, I took them by the hand, whispered in their ear, "Hey, man, do you feel like this? Do you feel like this?" All of a sudden, their eyes open. They get a little tear in their eyes, and they're like, "Yeah, how do you know?" I said, "Bro, I'm a little older. I'm a little fatter, but I've been there, done that." You know, and they're like, "Wow." And, you know, both of them, like I said, that day I had one from 1st Marine and one from 2nd Marine. They both just got out. And like I said, I took them to the VA and helped them through that process. And through that process, you know, one got a gainful employment, one got his college education. But the thing that I gave them the most, I gave them their dad and their husband back. You know, that's one thing that as veterans, we don't think about. And that's, you know, why I do Born Free. That's why Born Free is very near and dear to my heart. Because like I said, I am one of those guys. These are my people. And as veterans, I feel we need to work with each other. Thank you. That's my time. Oh, shit.
Like a true veteran.
Like a true veteran. My TBI, I want to tell you something. As a veteran, I am broken, but I'm fucking okay. So that's what I want you all to do. Because like I said, we're all broken a little bit inside. You may not be a veteran, but you can fix yourself. Thank you.
All right, there is a survey that Bunker Labs is asking for us to fill out. So if you can scan the QR code, we would greatly appreciate it as far as attendance goes. There's also, I got with the middle school, if you're a veteran, they wrote thank you cards to you. So they are over on the Bunker Labs table. If you choose to write back to these kids in middle school, they would greatly appreciate it, but there are a few left. So I would highly encourage, if you're a veteran, come and grab one. And there's also more information on Bunker Labs for you guys to continue to learn more. There is food that's going to start being served here shortly. Appreciate you guys showing up and showing out for your veterans and military spouses. And we look forward to doing this in the next 6 months. Bill said food is ready, so go for it.
Yeah, right that crayon.
They got crayons in the box back there. That's the food.